Hey, 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 y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to the Wheat Field. Welcome back to the Wheat Field. This is your girl, La T, here at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get. Y'all, I just got full because I just had some wings and I am stuffed. Whew. We did take a little walk, a little gander downtown and got some wings. Me and my daughter, so that was really, really fun. That was nice. And just so happened we ran into another lady who, I mean, I live in a little small town, so you don't always see a lot of my aesthetic around. So this other lady, she was cute. She was like, "Oh my gosh, hi, hi, hi," because we spoke, hi, how you doing? Have a great weekend, kind of thing. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, do you guys walk around here fairly often?" We said, "Yeah, yeah, we do. We come down here at least once or twice a week. Get our little lunch fix. It's a wing place. When I say it's called Nichols Barbecue, and they got some brisket." Nachos to what you talking about? I be having to get a once a week fix, but today we didn't get nachos. We didn't get the brisket. It's been something like with my tummy, like not want to digest that heavy meat. I don't know what's going on. I hear hibernation. Like my spirit is like we need to chill, fall back on some of the meat products. But anywho, we had the honey chipotle honey mustard wings, whatever. That is good. When I say I was mad, and I got five little wing dings. When I say a whole wing, beloved, it is not a wing ding. It's a whole wing. A whole wing got a wing and a ding, like a flat and a drum. Like that's we ain't gonna talk about it. I'm full though. I'm full. We had wings and tater tots, and that sauce was good. And then we saw that lady, and it just so happened she was like, "Were you guys down here like maybe a week or so ago?" And she was like, "I think I saw y'all," and I yelled out the window. It was like, "Yes, we remember that. We literally was walking down the street, and so I was like, hi!" Like we didn't know who it was. We was like, "Okay, well, I mean." Most people think, I mean, like we like both of us 6 feet tall, thin, and I mean, people just have a tendency to, So it was funny that we kind of ran into her. Quinky Dink. You want this one, this top one right here? Okay. Diamond Hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. That's a challenge. Am I being egocentric? No. Um, what is that? Ego is self serving, good, balance. Huh. So maybe somebody has an off balance ego, Father said. And we were talking about beauty standards today, which was a kind of part of our conversation, right? She has a daughter. She's a browner skin lady, and she said her daughter is lighter, fairer complexion, but still brown. And in our town, there's not a lot of brown folks. It's just not. And her daughter went to go hang out with a friend who is of a different persuasion, but she came back doing the comparison thing. Like, of course, beauty standards are what they are, and that's the whole thing. And sometimes when you are comparing yourself against a beauty standard, and, yo, I mean, to be real, I mean, we know I'm in the States, and we know what the beauty standard is. It is not this, so they say, right? Even though, appropriation is a thing. We're going to talk about it. But the baby came back from her friend house comparing herself, like feeling less than, like her beauty wasn't up to par because of the current beauty standard. And I thought that was coinky ding, so I gave her the information to show because we just did a live this morning on Facebook that had exactly to do with that, like the current beauty standards in the country and how it just affects people's self-esteem. I believe your ego is self-serving, like it works both ways. It's balanced. That's a good thing. You are supposed to have pride in self. You are supposed to love yourself and see your self-worth, right? And we had the self-worth card come out this morning, as well as being at an impasse, like the inability to marry the two, this and that, the two parts of you, right? And to get to balance, get to wholeness with this thing. I got a few more minutes before I got to jump into my other, back into the 9 to 5, but we gonna wrap this up. Back to the live that we did on Facebook and Tears and We Tarot show on Facebook. And my page is public, so you can go and check out the live, and anybody could interact with me and engage there too as well. So feel free, come on over. But this beloved was talking about that in her daughter and wanting to see more representation so she would feel more comfortable with accepting her whole self instead of comparing herself to what appears and seems to be the beauty standard, which she could never be. She could never be a Caucasian woman. She could never, truly, actualize that this is her vessel and this is self, and to be good with your whole self was the topic of today's conversation on that live. Like, we don't have to run out and look, if you got it, honey, do you. I mean, because everybody like doing their own thing, and then you have the ability and freedom of choice to express yourself how you choose to express yourself. But at the end of the day, I'm not less of a woman because I don't have a BBL. It has nothing to do with my financial ability to afford a BBL. I wear my hair natural because that's my choice, and I choose to embrace what's natural to me. Have I always been that way? No. I had to grow and get to that point of comfortability with my whole self, I mean, I done did the creamy crack relaxers back in the day, had to come away from that back, like 16, 20 years ago, damn near, because it was like, this shit causes cancer and it causes alopecia. And this is from the baby relaxers, like the stuff that just for me or just for kids or whatever. Because I had started to do my oldest daughter that way. I think she had got 2 at that point. And it was like, let's learn about what this is. And I did a thesis on it in my undergrad, and was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that to my kid. And then I started to transition into a more natural state. And going on a lock journey is one of the things that really helped me get to good with myself, accepting my natural crown. Understanding that some of the things that we learn in the beauty standard are just not true. They're not true. It's a distortion. Your hair is not dead. It's not. It comes out of your scalp. I mean, it's growing out of you, but it's not dead. How can your hair be dead when it responds to stimuli? And that was one of the things I always caught. So for all my beauticians and stuff like that feel like your hair is dead and they have been teaching you that in school, it's a bullshit lie. Because your follicles open up to receive moisture. They close up. Like, you manipulate them with heat and other products to lift the follicle up, take the color out, inject more color in, close the follicle back. How could your hair respond to shaft of your hair if it's dead? That doesn't make sense. But it's a lot of things that we take on as self under this whole beauty standard, or just truth, not necessarily self. But we take it on like it's the real, and it's really not. My hair is alive, it's very much alive, and it picks up electromagnetic signals. It connects me to the universe around me. My crown is highly important, so to have my crown in its natural state so that it can function naturally and connect me to my surroundings, I can receive downloads and communications from the source, from my environment through my hair. Yes, it is an antenna. It is. To embrace your antenna, to embrace your connection, is another part of embracing self. I am not my hair, as India Irie said, but my hair is a part of me, and I embrace it. So whether I want to shave it, whether I want to relax it, whether I want to cover it up, it's all up to your own preference. People wear wig installs simply to protect their crown. But it's a difference between your crown never breathing, it's never out, it never gets exposed. And therefore, it's something blocking your connection to the universe all the time. All the time. We have the ability to do some amazing stuff with our crown, with what adorns our crown. And to be proud of your whole you, your crooked smile, all of that. In my opinion, in this day and age, that's the thing to do. Diversity is what? We could be whatever we want to be, whatever we resonate with, Ashe. And if that is the theme of the day, then I am really, really, really glad to be me. And I fully accept that that is okay. So I see the light in my own darkness. That's got a couple different meanings for me. Darkness in my insecurity. Darkness in the things that I wish could be, because your girl ain't got no booty. When I say none, I mean pancake. But it's okay, because that's just how I was built. It don't matter. Because if you focus on my outer aesthetic, then I really don't want to fuck with you anyway, because I want somebody that can see my heart, see my soul, see my light. Because that is what's important. My divine light was called first, and that's the essence of me. And when I connect to someone, I want to connect to the essence of thee. So I face my egos and I face those beliefs. And with that, I could set myself free. And that's what she was talking about, her little honey. So I shared with her the channel, and hopefully they'll come by. If not, it was really, really great to see another one of us in this town and have her so enthusiastically just say hi. And to the next now, y'all, I know this, know this, know this, know this. Anything else to say, Father? Yes, because you stopped me. Source says you are beautiful. Source says you are beautiful. And we love you. We love you. Until the next now on Tears and We Tarot show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. We'll call this an Ashe. Have a great day.